Most people remember All the President's Men as a journalism movie. Two reporters, a break-in, a parking garage meeting, and a mysterious source called Deep Throat. But if that's all you see, you're missing what makes this film one of the most brilliantly written screenplays ever put on screen. Today I want to break down 5 secrets hidden inside All the President's Men. Secrets that reveal why screenwriter William Goldman was such an extraordinary storyteller, and what filmmakers can learn from this movie nearly 50 years later. If you're new here, my name is Miguel Parga. I'm the best-selling author of What They Didn't Teach You in Film School and Make Your Own Movies. And I've spent the last 18 years teaching people how to make films that actually matter. And one thing I've learned over the last years is this: great films don't just entertain us, they teach us, if we pay attention. The first hidden secret of All the President's Men is that the film is not actually about the Watergate scandal. That might sound strange. After all, Watergate is the historical event behind the story. But William Goldman made a very deliberate decision. He didn't write a movie about the scandal, he wrote a movie about the investigation. The film ends before Nixon resigns. It ends before the scandal fully explodes. Why? Because the drama isn't the outcome. The drama is the search for the truth. Most political movies focus on big speeches, powerful confrontations, historic turning points. But Goldman understood something different. Real investigation is slow, it's tedious, it's frustrating, it's phone calls, notes, doorbells, people saying no comment. And somehow he turned that into suspense. That's the first lesson hidden in the film. Great screenwriters don't chase spectacle, they find the drama inside the process. One of the reasons All the President's Men feel so tense is the way information is revealed. William Goldman structures the screenplay like a puzzle. Every scene gives the audience one more piece: a name, a check, a connection, a new question. But here's the key: Goldman never lets the audience get too far ahead of the reporters. We learn the story exactly when they do. This creates a powerful effect. Every discovery feels earned. Every new clue feels dangerous. And the audience becomes part of the investigation. Notice how often characters whisper information, or refuse to talk, or speak in half sentences. Information is treated like contraband, something fragile, something dangerous, something that could destroy careers or even lives. That's not accidental. Goldman understood that information itself can be dramatic. You don't need explosions. Sometimes the most powerful moment in a film is someone quietly saying, "Follow the money." This is one of my favorite hidden structural tricks in the movie. Much of All the President's Men is built around reporters knocking on doors. Woodward and Bernstein spend a huge portion of the film simply trying to get people to talk, door after door, apartment after apartment. Most people refuse. Some slam the door, some pretend they don't know anything. But every once in a while, someone says something, just a little, just enough to move the story forward. From a screenwriting perspective, this is brilliant, because every door becomes a mini scene of suspense. Will this person talk? Will they lie? Will they panic? Will they shut the door? Goldman turns the most ordinary action imaginable, knocking on a door, into a narrative engine. This is a masterclass in building tension out of repetition. Each door looks the same, but the stakes get higher every time. Deep Throat appears only in a handful of scenes, but he's one of the most memorable characters in the film. And that's entirely the result of how Goldman wrote him. Deep Throat never explains everything. He doesn't deliver long speeches. He speaks in fragments, hints, warnings. He behaves less like a source and more like a thriller character. The meetings happen in a dark parking garage at night, away from everyone else. And the dialogue is almost cryptic. Follow the money. You're missing the overall. What Goldman understood is that mystery is powerful. If Deep Throat explained everything, the tension would disappear. Instead, he becomes something else, a guide, a shadow, a whisper in the darkness, pushing the investigation forward. Sometimes the most powerful characters are the ones who say the least. Most Hollywood films build towards a huge climax, a confrontation, a victory, a speech. All the President's Men does something very different. The film ends quietly. Woodward and Bernstein sit at their desk typing the story. In the background, televisions report the whitening scandal. And on the screen, typewriters hammer out the articles that will eventually bring down a presidency. There's no celebration, no victory music, just work. That ending perfectly captures what the movie is really about. Truth doesn't arrive with fireworks. It arrives slowly, through persistence, through verification, through journalists who refuse to stop asking questions. And William Goldman understood that the most honest ending was also the most restrained one. Sometimes the most powerful ending is the one that doesn't try to impress you. It simply tells the truth. When you look at All the President's Men in the context of William Goldman's career, it becomes even more impressive. This is the same writer who gave us Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, The Princess Bride, Marathon Man, Misery. Completely different genres, completely different tones, but the same precision. William Goldman once famously said, "Nobody knows anything." He meant that no one in Hollywood can predict what movies will succeed. But Goldman himself understood something very clearly. Great screenwriting isn't about spectacle, it's about clarity. In my mini course From Met to Masterpiece, I break down the secret code behind stories that actually hit. Not surface level tricks, but the structural core that makes choices obvious. If you're tired of guessing, if you're tired of imposter syndrome, if you want to walk onto set knowing exactly what you're doing, that's where you start. Link is below. If this breakdown resonated with you, like and subscribe for more deep dives into filmmaking that actually matters. And remember, don't just direct your movies, direct your life.